Welcome to this tutorial on how to install C, C++, and FORTRAN compilers on your Fedora 41 Linux machine. We'll also walk you through setting up OpenMP for parallel programming. Let's get started. First, let's update our Fedora system to ensure we have the latest packages and security updates. To keep our projects organized, we'll create directories to store our programs. Here's a structure I follow. Now, let's write our first C program using the VI editor. If you're new to VI, don't worry, it's quite intuitive once you get the hang of it. Plus, there are plenty of tutorials available to help you along the way. Next, let's try compiling the C program. Oops, the compiler isn't installed yet. Let's install it and then compile. We can reduce the size of our compiled binary using the strip command. Indent helps to automatically format your C code. Let's see how it works. Indent. KR creates a backup copy of the original file, adding a tilde at the end of the file name extension. Did you notice that? When we place the code side by side, you can immediately spot the differences. However, there are better ways to compare code side by side, which we'll cover later in this video. Now, let's introduce the make command to automate our compilation process by creating a Makefile. For learners, using the ANSI option is highly recommended as it enforces standard C compliance. Additionally, instead of the default '8it-out, we're specifying hello as the output file name for clarity. Now, let's move on to C++ by copying our C code from chap 1 to chap 2. Trying to compile our first C++ program, but we need to install the C++ compiler first. Let's edit the file to follow C++ coding conventions. Now let's modify our Makefile to support C++. We can directly compile C++ programs using G++ instead of GCC. Next, let's enable OpenMP support. We'll compile a pre-written OpenMP program in chap 3 to demonstrate parallel execution. Monitor the processes using System Monitor, a graphical application. As you can see, both CPUs are nearly 100% utilized, running tasks in parallel or concurrently. You can also monitor the processes using htop. In top, you can see two instances of /a_out running, each utilizing close to 100% of the CPU resources. Use the find command to locate the omp.h header file for OpenMP. Finally, let's move on to FORTRAN. We'll write a simple program and install the FORTRAN compiler. Now, let's introduce two useful tools for comparing files, meld and diff. Meld provides a graphical interface, while diff works in the terminal. Let's start with meld. For a command line alternative, you can use diff to compare files directly in the terminal. Diff highlights the exact lines that differ between the files, which can be very useful when you're working in a terminal-only environment. That's it for today's tutorial. You've now learned how to install C, C++, and FORTRAN compilers, use OpenMP on Fedora, write basic programs, and compare files using meld and diff. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more Linux tutorials.